Morning guys, Ryan Combs with AFT. We're out here at Liberty Estate. I just wanted to go over one of the key factors for me when I'm doing a build, at least specifically in Gilbert. They're really hard about giving you early power if you don't have your panels in place and grounded at pre-slab inspection. Well, today is pre-slab inspection, so it's a little different. I had to make the electricians work double hard because these panels will go on the house. But for now, we have just made some sort of rack to get them up, standing for the town of Gilbert, and then we have them grounded. So you gotta have your address and all that good stuff on here. But now when we have my pre-slab inspection, I'll be able to have power throughout the build, which is huge. Not only that, that means once we get to the stage in the house where I can throw in lights, we'll have power right away, and I don't have to wait to the final to get power, which is very annoying, tough on the trades, all that good stuff. So now all I'll have to do is trench for power and we'll be live. So good luck to us today on the pre-inspection. So right here, I have a couple of doors, one going to mechanical room and one coming outside. Specifically on these doors, we have where our door is going to sit, and then we have a little detail that holds the concrete down another 4 inches because the way we're going to finish the front of this. It's one of those things on these houses that you have to work really closely with the concrete guys because each door has a different plan. So, you know, some are holding down 4 inches, some say 2, and then additionally some will say completely flush. So it mostly depends on your grade, you know, and what you can get away with, but it also depends on how you're finishing it and what the look's gonna be. Specifically on some of these, you know, you'll have a paver coming in and a paver standing up, so it'll have a nice transition into the house. I'm sure Brad talked about, well, Brad did talk about it early, but on this lot with so much going on, we have to make sure all the water, all the, you know, runoff water from storms and whatnot run exactly where we want them to. So throughout the landscape, you'll see these drainage pipes sticking up for now. We're gonna grab them and do drain boxes, you know, every few feet, but they're all planned out. They'll be coming from the west side of the house and into the trampoline area that also doubles as another retention area. And then if you look, I have more of the drainage pipes all around. So we'll utilize that larger retention area as well. That'll double as like a soccer field or play area for the kids. So a lot of planning went into these. You know, you got to have the correct fall when you're coming away and make sure the water can still run down. But just if you were wondering, that's why these are sticking up out of the ground, because we'll attach to these later and we'll have drain boxes that'll catch all the rain and then bring them over here. A little bit different over here. These are where the multi-sliders will be that enter the teen room, specifically right here, and the great room over here, and then into the dining room. What's different about these compared to the doors on the east side of the house is, yes, we did hold down the front, but we want this to transition out flush. So the way we hold it down, it just gives me enough room to build it back up and get everything flush. But with that being said, the tracks on the multi-slider doors have a thickness that we want to get down low enough to coincide with the flooring that's inside the house and then with the pavers outside. So if you'll notice, they'll hold these down just enough, you know, 1.5 inches or so. That way, when we install that, that door, it's flush with the flooring inside the house, and then also with the pavers outside. Now we're able to do that on this side of the house. It's a covered patio, and you know, we're gonna have a lot less rain getting in here and all that good stuff, but also because of the grade. If you look over here, you'll see we use these sono tubes to hold back the concrete from the steel area. We'll pour this slab, and then we'll do our ICF walls, but then we'll do our steel, and then we'll actually pour back concrete inside of here once all that's done. So if you're wondering what these are, you know, scattered around for, that's what it's for. We hold off the areas where we're gonna add steel later. We're in the middle of the slab, and we're actually in the teen room right now. If you're looking around, obviously we have our called out rebar that's on the plans for the, you know, the slab. But I just specifically wanted to talk about one of our partners over at Stego. So on this home, we actually did the Stego Pango Wrap, which is an all-encompassing, basically like pest control as well. So if you don't want pesticides under your slab, or you don't want to use any of the insect sprays, this actually would take the place of that. So if you look, all of the nooks and crannies are sealed. We've got this pipe sealed up really good with their Stego tape. And it also is sort of porous, where the concrete will kind of bite into the tape. But you want to go around, they have a bonding agent. You go around the stem really well, and you put a lot of goop on there, and you just make sure there's no way any insects can get through. But our partners over at Stego, they're great. They came out a couple days and helped us work through all the details. But this wrap specifically is great. It really stops the need from having chemicals, sprayed around your family, your pets, if you're against that. Also, Stego, the Pango Wrap isn't just for the termites. It's still a moisture barrier in between your slab and the ground, so it helps to keep the moisture out as well. So if you guys look over my shoulder, another one of our trade partners, Mo's Concrete, they're over here just dialing in all the details for the slab pour today. Or not slab pour today, but I have an inspection today. So they're working on the finishing touches on all the rebar and all the hold downs for each area of the house. Like I said, I have some areas that are held down 2 inches. I have some areas that are 4. I have some areas that are flush. We have a porte-cochere outside where you drive under when you enter the property. That has its own inside, trash area. So that one's got a little bit of a hold down on it in the concrete. A lot of details on these houses, a lot of work, a lot of man hours. Hey guys, if you ever wondered why there's multiple sleeves sticking up through the ground and all that good stuff, right here you're looking at sleeves we have ready to run power and plumbing later in the build. So we'll come in early, we'll sleeve this, and then where you see everything boxed out and with the AB inside, that is so we have the ability to move that drain or pipe a little bit later after the concrete is poured. So if we were to pour concrete tight to the pipes, you're obviously locked in and you don't have the ability to move that pipe as easily without chipping out concrete. So like I said, right here, the farthest one is the kitchen wall, and it's coming to my kitchen island. These 2 larger conduits over here, these are running to some sub panels I have. And then this one behind him right here is actually gonna be the laundry island. So we're running it from the back wall to the laundry, to the island right here. So another item that you always wanna make sure you install before you pour your concrete slab, right, are any floor boxes that you have planned out, whether it be for furniture in the living room, outlets for under a desk in an office, anything that you have planned, right? This floor box that we installed happens to be for the client's office. And so they chose a rectangle style because we're actually gonna install wood floors in here, and we're actually gonna make the cover of this one out of the wood flooring. So it's already going in the direction of the flooring, and it's all ready to go. So now when we install flooring, we'll make a nice top for it with some little handles to be able to pull it out of the floor. But it's just another one of those things that you wanna make sure you're planning out before you end up pouring the slab. Hey guys, Ryan Combs here again with AFT Construction. Just kind of wanted to sign off here today, and thank you for following back up, of course. But just wanted you to understand that, you don't just pour concrete with no plan. So everything's planned out, electrical, where we're running plumbing. We didn't cover it today, but I also have, I have 4 areas where we're coming through the stem for AC lines later that are coming from the porte-cochere. So you had to plan that out, right? You had to be ready so that everything is able to be in the house when you start building. So your rebar, your protection, your Pango Wrap, all that good stuff. It's all planned out. It's all got a sequence. It's all a huge team effort to come together to make sure it's all ready to pour concrete and ready for inspection. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, if the inspection goes well today, we'll be pouring early next week, and then we're going to be on to ICF and Fox blocks. That's going to be super exciting, and you'll want to tune in for that. But that'll start as soon as next Thursday and Friday. Thank you, guys.